You know how long I've been in there? Tedros spat, storming past them. Find Kay and lock him in the jail until I return. I'm riding to the 4 Points Waste now. Snake attacked the 4 Points last night, said Lancelot. Tedros wheeled mid-stride. Almost killed the leaders of the 4 Kingdoms, Lancelot snarled, along with Agatha, Sophie, and more than 20 other questers from your school while they were waiting for you to arrive. Tedros spluttered. Wait, Agatha was at the... You should have been there. I don't care what the old wizard said. Should have just gone myself when I got word we were attacked. Lancelot seethed. But then we couldn't find you. We spent hours pounding on that door with no idea if you were inside or hurt or... That, Guinevere cut in, relief boiling to anger. Do you know what you put us through? Is Agatha okay? Tedros asked, pouting. I told you not to go into the dungeon without me. I told you to ride with me to the 4 Points and be a king. Lancelot harped. Your father would have listened to me and not that old wizard. Your father would have trusted me. But you had to do things your way. Is Agatha okay? Tedros demanded. Your classmates, your fellow rulers, your princess could all be dead because of your carelessness, Tedros. Lancelot flared. Luckily, someone else came to their rescue. Tedros felt like he had been slammed over the head. What? Who? Ask the leaders that were saved, said the knight, pulling Guinevere away. They are all here. 5 minutes later, Tedros sat at the round table in the map room, surrounded by 20 good and evil leaders. So let me get this straight, said Tedros, crown askew and smelling like dungeon. The snake staged an execution at the 4 Points to bait me into fighting him. A snake who says he is my father's son and Camelot's rightful king. And then a lion shows up in a mask and defeats him in battle. Tedros leaned forward. A lion who is not me? The onslaught came from every direction. The snake says he's Arthur's eldest son, cried King of Jolie. He says he can pull Excalibur, that he's the true hire, added the fairy queen of Gillikin. Is that why Excalibur is stuck in the stone? Because he's waiting for him, not you? The ice giants of Frostplains asked. Even if he is the true hire, you can't let him get near that sword. The Queen of Jolie gasped. Nearly killed my dear friend and her little boys, said the Duchess of Glass Mountain, touching the Queen with her translucent hand. If he pulls the sword and becomes king, nothing will stop him from murdering us all. If my sons had died because you failed to intervene, the Queen of Jolie said to Tedros before she broke down. Thank goodness for that lion chap, said the 8-armed Queen of Uti. He beat the snake off. And here we thought you were the lion, the King of blood brook crowded at statues, sweating his paw at the floating maps that kept bumping into his head. 4 weeks, we have begged you to intervene, said the Queen of Wavenbow. Instead, many of us were almost handed on Camelot's land while the king sits at home. Though, according to the snake, you may not be king at all, nodded the vizier of Kitros, stroking his gold-fretted beard. Tetros was supposed to implode. They were all right. He had ignored them. He had failed them. He had let the snake go unchallenged. But not because he had been sitting on his bum and eating cake. Ever since he stepped foot in this castle, he had tried to make the right decisions. From encouraging the people to forgive his mother and Lance at his coronation, to prioritizing Camelot's problems over those of other realms, to staying behind and serving his kingdom while Agatha went into the woods. Even last night, he was sure he had chosen the right course. He had followed Merlin's and Dovey's advice. He had met with the advisors, trying to get answers. He had done precisely what a king should do, and it has led him right into a trap that nearly killed his princess, killed his friends, and made him look like a coward. His whole life he had thought being king was about doing good. But now that he was king, good kept leading him astray. Tetros could see Lancelot standing with his mother near the door. He had told them to stay away from this meeting, that it was too dangerous revealing themselves when there was a bounty on their heads. But Guinevere hadn't listened, insisting her son might need her. Nor had Lance, who was glowering at him, clearly still lifted and surely enjoying the sight of the young king speech worsted by half the woods leaders. If the snake proves Excalibur, we are dead, the Empress of Pussy pressured. How could Arthur have a secret son? The Duke of Hamlin demanded. How do we find this lion? He's the one we need, urged the